Hi guys, it's Sarah from Sarah's Tarot, and I am finally here to record another video because it's been a long time. And I really want to get through my whole collection, and I just keep adding decks, which I'm sure a lot of people have the same problem, but I can't go back. I can't do my original plan, which was to do like my most recent 10 decks and then like do it like that because I keep adding decks. So I have to figure out other things. So the theme of this video is going to be my decks that I've been using or feel like have a more water vibe. Yeah, I think I have 11 decks and one bonus deck that I just got in. So I'm just gonna get right to it. The deck that I've been using for my daily draws is Tarot de Carlotydes. Oh my god, I haven't spoken French in so long, so that probably sounded horrible. But I have been using this deck for my daily draws along with the Divine Muses Oracle. So I'm pretty sure this deck is French. I am not entirely sure, and I'm not going to do a full flip through. I've been using it every day, so it's not in order. These are what the cards look like. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this deck is French. And then someone told me that it was Spanish, or it was mentioned to me that it was Spanish, which the publisher is Fournier, so I thought it, for a second I was like, okay, it is a Spanish deck. But the guidebook, the box, and the cards are in French. So I don't know. If you know, please let me know. And I'm not trying to call this person out because I felt really bad about the whole interaction. But yeah, I simply just don't know if this deck is French or if I just have a French copy of it or if it's a Spanish deck that they just translated into French, because it could be. I love the backs of these decks. They're reversible, which I don't shuffle in reversals, but I am glad that the decks allow for reversals. I think I went over that in my last video, how if a deck is meant to be reversed, it should have reversible backs. Yeah, just a comment. So yeah, this is the deck I've been using for my daily draws. This morning, what's today? Today's July 18th. This morning I pulled Temperance and the Seven of Pentacles, I believe. Yeah, and this deck is so small and cute. The box is a little beat up, but that's okay. And then the next Fournier deck I got, why did I say I got? The next Fournier deck that I have, that I've received, I got from my ex-best friend, which is a whole story. But this deck is Tarot del Romero, and my ex-friend, got this for me while she was in Spain, which was really sweet of her. And I have not used this deck in a while. Wow, this book is folded very weirdly. Anyway, the deck is in order. If you hear those pitter-pattering feet, that's my dog, who is like, what is she doing? Because I don't think I've made a video with my dog since I got her. Anyway, if you can't tell, I got distracted and was not showing you the cards. Yeah, so she got me this deck. It was very sweet of her. I still have it. I'm not going to get rid of it because this deck has special meaning. And you know what? I'm the kind of person that when I think about everything that went on between her and I'm more like, we had our good times and our good adventures and our good memories, and that's what got me through that period of my life. And I'm not going to get rid of anything that reminds me of it because I relied on her a lot during that period, and it sucks. that period came to an abrupt end 3 months ago. But shit happens. So that is Tarot del Romero and a fun little story. All right, the next deck I got in recently, and I don't know if it's out of print because I don't know what version it is, but let's see. It says 2024, no, so it must still be in print. It's the Aurora Blue Tarot deck, excuse me. But I'm not sure if it's the gold, it's the gold edition. I was gonna say, I don't know if it's the blue edition or the gold edition, but the fact that the cards are gold and I forgot about that means that it's the gold edition, and I'm just silly. All right, so I spent way too much money on this deck. It's a deck, it's a pip deck, which we'll get into in a minute. I love the backs. They are reversible, which is nice. It's really pretty. I like the gilding. It's nice, very pretty. The cards themselves are pretty good cardstock. They're thick, they shuffle nicely. The cards, of course, excuse me. Of course, you have not seen a pip card yet, and it's just been majors and whatever. Here we go. Pip deck, 9 of Cups. Let's see. What is this? 6 of Wands. Oh, excuse me. I apologize because I'm filming this video in one go. I suck at editing, so if you have any suggestions on that, please comment them down below. I promise I'm gonna try and keep the coughing and yawning to a minimum, and that was just a little blip in production. You can see this is the 5 of Swords. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I don't know. 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 of Swords. I can't count. But this deck is really pretty. I love the court cards of this deck. This deck probably would have my favorite court cards. Especially this Queen of Coins. I'm putting this on the top. I would have to go through this deck again and really look at it and maybe put it back in order. But I am officially looking through it in love with the Queen of Coins because I love sunflowers. Yeah. So this deck came with a guide, like one of the really big guidebooks, and I think I spent $120 on this deck, and on the website it's like $90 with the book on sale, and I was like, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate, but that's okay. All right, I promise as we get into decks that I've been using more, I'll get more like in love with them. Yeah, I'll do this one next. Continuing with the very blue theme, this deck, as I am trying to take it out of the box before showing it to you, is the Fantastical Creatures Tarot, published by US Games. This deck I got at the local magic store on Main Street at my college campus. Here, I'll stick you right there. It comes with a little white book, a quick reference guide to all the minor arcana in addition to the book, which is always nice. The cards are in order. It's a very whimsical. What do the backs look like? The backs are kind of boring, not gonna lie. But they match the front. Oh, I didn't realize that. They kind of match the border. At least it's cohesive. Very whimsical, very illustrative. Strength matches the box. Not a pip deck. I don't believe. If I remember. Yeah, no, not a pip deck. You can see it has the symbol of the suit that it is on top. Cups. Swords. Ooh, I like the Seven of Swords. But yeah, very illustrated. I used this deck a lot in 2022 when I got it, when I was a sophomore in college and going through like initial signs of depression and anxiety, and two of my closest friends then dropped out of school, and I would use this deck with them a lot. So I kind of put her away for a little bit, but I love this deck. I definitely have a notebook full of readings done from this deck, the Archeon Tarot, and the Fountain Tarot. Those three decks were like my little cluster. All right, the next deck that I have was the first fairy deck that I got because I just wanted a fairy deck, and that is the Crystal Visions Tarot, also published by US Games. If you can't tell, I'm trying to keep them together with their publisher. So again, comes with a little white book, which is pretty good. We all know what they look like. Card about the author. These are what the backs look like. They're really pretty. And then these are the cards. The only thing that annoys me about US Game, why are there reversals in here? Interesting. And they're both sixes. That's a sign. Pentacles and Swords. Interesting. I don't know why some of these are reversed, because you guys know I don't use reversals. But the backs are reversible. Okay, I need to stop doing that. I just think it's funny. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to go through and put them all back. Like, look at this King of Cups. This deck is very colorful, also very illustrative. It's not a pip deck. It actually is like RWS based, which I think is a lot. I think a lot of US Games decks are like that, which is nice. Yeah, Nine of Cups. I'm trying to think. I haven't really used this deck. I just know that it feels watery, and it's like my most watery fairy deck. Because what else do I have? I don't know. I think Oracle decks, and a lot of them are more like fire based. Oh, this card is so sweet. Yeah. Ooh, the sun. Yay, sunflowers, you go on top. I think this is also one of those decks that like the suits are not color coded, but like have similar colors to the other cards of that suit, which makes it easier, not easier, but more identifiable for what card you're looking at. All right, those were my first 5 decks that are mass market. The next, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 are indie. 1 is mass market. You'll know which one is mass market. It's the Goddess of Love Tarot. How could I not include the Goddess of Love Tarot in my water season wrap-up decks, whatever video this is? Okay, but to start, I moved that. I know there are wrinkles. I know my camera's not straight. There are a lot of things. I just wanted to record something and have something to be able to post. The next deck, which I don't think you saw, no, because I'm doing it like that, is the Kei Love, which I got from AV Tarot Market. So this version came in the bag and not the box, which is fine. I'm 98% sure it's not a fake deck because the author or the creator was selling these bags also. I think I just got a copy without a box, which is fine. These are the backs. They're so pretty. I edged my deck in yellow to match well, it kind of matches. More matches like this and like up here than right here. Of course, it's upside down. This is the Kei Love Tarot, which I think deserves a little bit more of a walkthrough. So we're gonna sit back in the chair, maybe take a hit of the pen, or maybe we're gonna stand up. I'm wearing a long skirt, so that felt very weird. Okay. I'm curious as to why the number 447 is on all the cards. I really like it. If anybody knows, please let me know down below. Because I love it. It doesn't bother me like it does the US game. Did I even finish saying that it said US games on the card? I don't think I did. I think I got distracted. Let me just pull out one card. It says US games along, of course I pulled out the Lovers. Where are we? It says US games like along the card. And I realized in my favorite deck, in the Shadowscapes Tarot deck, that it does that too. Or like Stephanie Puynham Law is written like in each card. Which is a little bothersome, but you ignore it eventually. Alright, so the Kei Tarot Love. Oh, the last reading I did, I pulled the 10 of Wands and the Ace of Swords. So that's why those are on top. I love this deck. I love how illustrative it is. I keep using that word. I love how colorful and artistic it is. I love the expression in each card. I don't think I have a guidebook for this deck. I'm not sure if there's one available, but I would love to hear what the inspiration was for this deck. On here it says, a magical deck of intuitive paintings to access your heart's inner wisdom. So I guess it's meant to be an intuitive deck, of course. Full of intuitive paintings. But yeah, you can see each card has the number 447 on it, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I don't have a lot to say about this deck, more than just showing it off, because it's really pretty. No, I'm just gonna finish flipping through it. I know that's probably an ineffective way. Let me change my ways. The High Priestess has been my stalker card. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw that the first card I pulled with the Sistine Tarot by Rose Bay Tarot, who I absolutely love. And I'm not sure how long their account has been around, but I remember them from like when I started my account, if they've been around that long, because I don't know, something just makes me, I need to go back and look. I've had my tarot account for 4 years, so I need to see how long they've been around, because I think I've been following them since the beginning. But anyway, I pulled the High Priestess as the first card, and it was the Lana Del Rey card, and I was so happy. All right, the next deck that I have is the Blooming Cat Tarot, which I got off of Etsy. AV Tarot Market, where I got the Kei Tarot Love, is also on Etsy. Sorry, I know it's not straight. I'm just living, man. Anyway, the Blooming Cat Tarot. Look at how fun this box is. It's so pretty. I say that about everything, but it's true. Everything is so pretty. All right, it comes with this awesome guidebook that had color guidebook with upright, reversed, and then what it's representative of, which is pretty cool. So the first 12 cards of the deck are zodiac cards, which I think I'm going to use in my personal practice. First of all, go off Aquarius. I'm going to use in my personal practice because I think that I'm going to start really focusing on using the energy of the zodiac season that it is, starting with Leo season, which I feel a very strong connection to because of a lot of reasons. Strength is my second birth card. Orange is one of my favorite colors. My boyfriend is a Leo. One of my best friends is a Leo. Sunflower. Okay, yeah. Anyway, and I'm an Aquarius. So, oh, also my moon is in Leo. That makes so much sense. I'm an Aquarius, so Leo is like the 6 months for me. These are the backs. They're super duper cute. Not reversible. Whatever. Well, not whatever, but like you'll know. Which I don't use reversals, it's okay. This deck also, like, look at that strength card. It's so cute. Look at the little lion. I could look at this card all day, and I pulled it in my last reading with this deck, and I could again look at it all day. Oh my god, this was the reading. Strength, 3 of Swords, 4 Pentacles. This was my reading the other day that was telling me, haha, be strong, you're broke. Like, sucks for you. The deck was basically like, sucks for you, you're broke, stop spending money. And I was like, wow, for a fun deck, that is a really big call out, which was just hysterical. All right, everything's in camera. Look at this 9 of Swords. He's just like, meh. It's cute. I love the gilding on this card, on these cards. I love the cartoon style of these cards. It almost reminds me of the Alpaca Tarot, which I don't think I've shown in a video yet, but I love my Alpaca Tarot deck as much as I love this one, maybe even more. Where was I going with that? I love the animated cats or the cartoon style cats in this deck. This is the only cat deck that I have. I will say I'm more of a dog person. That doesn't influence the fact that I only have one cat deck. I only have one cat deck because this is the only one that I feel really connected to and really drawn to use. And it's a very summertime deck. I love the Fool card because I love the sun is a flower and it looks like the freaking Strength card. Oh my god. I like that the swords are flowers, are like represented by lilacs. I'm assuming those or lavender. Lilacs, or is it lavender? No, I think it's lavender. I could be totally wrong, but who knows? So, Rider-Waite-Smith deck. Very Rider-Waite-Smith inspired. You can tell I like that the cups are represented by flowers. I like how everything is flowers, essentially. Oh, I don't know what that noise was. Yeah. I love the colors in this deck. Honestly, this deck, I recommend everybody go buy on Etsy right now because it's just it brings so much joy. I know I said that like it brings no joy. It brings so much joy and so much happiness to readings because it's just so like uplifting and happy. It's like the Alpaca Tarot in that sense. And the box is just beautiful. I love boxes with the magnetic clasp. I like most people, I'm not a tuck box fan. I don't want to put my decks in bags. I'd rather them be secure in magnetic, like this. I like the noise. All right. The next deck that I have to show is one of my favorites, and it is the most water deck I will probably show because, you know, Aphrodite. Spoiler alert, Aphrodite was born from the sea. So this is the Tarot of Aphrodite, which I waited so long to get. I waited for the second printing, I believe, and I would check like every day, and I'd be like, when is the deck gonna be ready? Or when will it be ready for its second ordering, rather? And it finally was ready, and I bought it immediately. All right, I'm gonna hold this one because I have it in order. It comes with a very extensive guidebook with an affirmation, keywords, and the meaning of the card, along with information about the painting or the artwork that is on the card. Blah. You know what I mean. I just said that very weirdly. I love the pink gilding, pink gilded edges. So this deck, actually, my Goddess of Love deck isn't in order, so I'm not going to put the two next to each other. But this is the Tarot of Aphrodite. I also love the backs. I love how simple they are. Yeah, this is the Tarot of Aphrodite. I feel like a lot of people have seen it, which is why I'm not going to do like every card. It's very artistic because it was their images of Aphrodite taken from the public domain and put into a tarot deck. It's absolutely stunning. I wouldn't trade this deck for anything. I waited so long. I love this deck so much. It's so beautiful. I haven't really used it a lot this season, but thinking out of Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio, this is definitely a Cancer deck. So I'm going to use this a lot in the next, 4 days before Leo season. I already pulled out all my Leo season decks because I couldn't wait. And I'm so excited for those. I'm ready for Leo season. All right, the next deck, because I just showed Tarot of Aphrodite, also Goddess of Love Tarot, another Aphrodite-centered deck that I'm going to take out very carefully. This deck I edged in pink. I got this deck in the same time that Thea got her deck in. Thea from Garden Goddess Tarot. I almost said Golden Garden Goddess Tarot, but that's too many words that start with G. Garden Goddess Tarot. The same time that she got hers in, or that Thea got hers in, I keep seeing the same time that Thea got their deck in is what I'm trying to say. Is when I got my deck in. And they posted a poll in the Discord for their members. Sorry, I just got totally distracted by some guy who shouldn't be putting a shirt on. Thea posted a poll in the Discord for the member space of what color to edge the deck in, and I liked the idea of green, but I felt like there weren't enough cards that had green, like this deep green in them, to edge the deck in that color green. So I did pink so that it matched the backs, which are not reversible, which I don't know, does the guidebook have reversals in it? I don't think so. Okay, then that's good. Anyway, that was a long rant. Thea, if you are by chance watching this, I love you and your channel. You have also been around since the beginning of my the beginning of my Instagram, I believe. So I've been following you since like the beginning of my tarot career. And you are an inspiration to us all. Anyway, I'm totally lost now. My attention span is not that long. Give me 1 second. And of course that thing's broken. All right. Goddess of Love Tarot. We got this. Very beautiful deck. Very beautiful. I was watching Sylvia Tarot Magpie's video this morning about collage decks, and I was like, ooh, I have that deck, and now it made me want to play with it a lot more. You can see the court cards have been renamed. I don't remember off the top of my head which is which. The crone is probably Mother, if I had to guess. Yeah, this is a beautiful, beautiful collage deck created by Gabriella Herstek and illustrated by Julia Popescu, however you pronounce it. Oh no, Maiden is probably Queen. Crone is probably King. I don't know. I'd have to go through. But yeah, I love this deck. Beyond words. I've only seen Maiden and Crone. That's so funny. Don't you love it when that happens, when you're like trying to find something in a deck and you only see what you already know? Ooh, look at that Devil card. Lust. So some of the major arcana have been renamed, which is cool. Oh no, Queen. So Maiden is probably Page, Crone is probably King, and whatever Knight is whatever Knight is. I'm just gonna stop talking about it, because clearly I just keep being proven wrong. Yeah, who knows? And we end with the King of Wands. I love that the deck is edged in pink. This makes me want to edge one of my decks later. So maybe I'll go do that after posting this video in probably a few hours. All right, that was the Goddess of Love Tarot and my little rant about how I love Garden Goddess Tarot. Lots of goddess going around. Let's move on to the other letter that makes the J sound that, I don't know what transition I'm making, that I have trouble remembering. I mix up my G and my J all the time. The next deck is the Jonasa Jaus 6th edition medium, the long one. I like that it's long. I love the cards and that they're long. I spent a lot of money on this deck. Not a lot. I think for the deck it was pretty reasonable, because I got it with the Aurora Blue and the Victorian Romantic, I believe. No, I got this one separate. Whatever. These are the backs. I love the backs of them. Again, I love that they're rectangular cards. They're impossible to shuffle because I have small hands, but that's okay. This deck is beautiful. It has this like purple to yellow color tone to it. As you'll see with most of the cards, they're all like purple and green or yellow and green. The suits have been renamed to their Spanish translation. So espadas is swords, more espadas. Oros is coins or pentacles. Bastos is wands. And whenever I find a Kupas card, I love this 3 of coins also. Where's the Kupas? When I use this deck, I usually have to look at the Roman numeral to be able to tell what card I'm looking at. The quartz, I also have no idea. They're similar to French though. Like Rey is king, I know that. Soda is probably page, I'm assuming. Oh, Copas. I was looking at the Roman numerals. Reina is queen. This deck I've done quite a few readings with already, and it's simply magical. Yeah, Caballero is like cavalier, which is knight. Oh, look at that Queen of Coins. That is cool. Yeah. Oh, the Lovers card. You're going on top. So, I knocked into the camera. Oopsies. Every time, I always pull the 2 of Cups when it comes to me and my boyfriend. And I've started pulling the Lovers, and I feel like that's a good, like, transition. I don't know, every time I see the Lovers card or the 2 of Cups, I'm like, oh my goodness. Yeah, so that is the Jonasa Jaus 6th edition medium. And then I have one more deck and then a bonus deck that I just got in. So this deck, if you watch Sylvia from Fairlight Tarot, she's shown this deck a lot. Remembering the Sweet Fool Tarot by Trisha Murray. This deck is 182 out of 300. I love this deck so much. This deck also gives very magical readings. I love the backs. They're very light and airy, which is funny. I originally thought this deck would be more of a air element type deck for me, but when I asked the cards, they were definitely more cups. Definitely. And this was my reading from the other day, 10 of Cups, 9 of Cups, and the High Priestess, which I pulled with another deck like 2 weeks ago. So that's kind of funny. But like, look at these cards. And the guidebook is written in poems. It's all just so stunning. I love this deck. I love the artwork. I love the depth of the cards. I have the Oracle deck that goes with it called, oh my goodness, the name is quite long. It's A Wee Star in a Forest of Precious Twigs, which combined her 2 Oracle decks into one, and it's just absolutely beautiful. Sticks have been renamed from wands. Cups are the same. Hills are coins. And then points are swords. Sorry, I had to X out of a notification. But this deck is just very deep. Very, very deep. Alright, and we are almost at 40 minutes, which is perfect because that was 10 decks. And a little bit of a rant. And I did it all in one shot, like my goal was. Oh, that's so sweet. We end on the universe. I love when things like that happen. Okay, and then this deck I literally just got in, and I can thank Cassandra from A Riffle in Time for posting this deck on her Instagram, which she has one for members of her channel only, and that's where I saw it. This is the Journey Tarot, and oh my god, look at this box. Like, what? How gorgeous is this? And it's a magnetic clasp. And look at the inside. It's so pretty. If I could get the guidebook out without ruining it. The guidebook is in full color and has keywords at the bottom along with a little poem at the top, which is perfect. The Lovers is on top. Yes, I'm aware of that because I pulled it in my last reading. These are the backs. I feel like the backs should be green, but other than that, I absolutely love them. And there are no reversals, which is fantastic. Okay, this is one of the extra cards that came with it. I shuffled it into the deck. This is the chakra card. For those who don't know, I have the chakras tattooed down my spine, which was a whole endeavor, and it's something that I'm very proud of. I am very aligned with my chakras. I balance them all the time, or make sure they're balanced all the time. It's important to me. But anyway, this, oh my god. My first two readings with this deck, I pulled my significator card, which is the Ace of Swords. Literally the first card I pulled of this deck. I think was the Ace of Swords. And I freaked out. I love how, I think this is the perfect card to explain it. I love how layered this deck is, because each card, you look at like the foreground and then you look at each piece going up. At least that's how I've been looking at it. And each time you look a little bit higher, it adds another layer. This card literally, because it's stories of a building. Like, you look at the clouds and you can see the feet, and then you see all the books, and I don't know. To me, it makes sense. It's absolutely stunning. I couldn't believe my eyes when Cassandra put this on her story. I was like, please let me use my membership discount. Please let me get this deck right now. Like, I did it through Instagram while I was at a concert. Oh my goodness. I was at a concert and I was like, Cassie, please. And she was very quick and efficient with getting it to me. So thank you. I appreciate that. This deck came super quickly, and then of course I shipped it to my house in New York to my parents, but I'm at school, so then I had to have my dad send me all my packages, and this was in it. Yeah, I have no words, no more words. I love this deck beyond anything. And it's, the cardstock is so nice. Maybe I'll edge this. No, I'm too scared to edge this deck. I'm looking in front of me. Maybe I'll edge my Crystal Visions deck. I'll do it in purple. The Equilibrium, that's cool. Yeah, I have no more words about this deck. I love it so much. I can't wait to use it. I'm so sad that Cancer season is almost over, because this is definitely not a Leo deck. So I may have to wait until Virgo season to use it again. But other than that, this deck is absolutely stunning. And with that, I leave you at a 45-minute video. If you watched all the way through, I appreciate it. If you skipped through to just see the decks, I also appreciate it. Feel free to subscribe. That would also be appreciated. If not, follow me on Instagram, Sarahs_tarot. I post there a lot more frequently, and I will see you next time.